It was one of the 4 dragons that survived the dance. The dragon that instilled fear not only in humans but also in other dragons. The Cannibal, a dragon as black as coal with piercing green eyes, was the largest and oldest of 3 wild dragons that roamed Dragonstone. The other 2 were Sheep Stealer and Grey Ghost. Known for attacking smaller dragons, the Cannibal made his lair on the eastern side of Dragonmount. Alright, where is Dragonmount? It's a volcano located on the island of Dragonstone in Blackwater Bay. The island's small folk dubbed him the Cannibal. He earned his name because he practiced cannibalism. He was notorious for feasting on dead dragons, newborn dragons, and dragon eggs. This behavior made him feared and avoided by both humans and other dragons alike. I do believe Cannibal symbolized the Targaryen downfall. His black and green colors represented the greens versus the blacks. Just as the Targaryens turned on each other, Cannibal attacked and killed other dragons. In the world of A Song of Ice and Fire, history is divided into 2 periods, before conquest and after conquest. This division is based on Aegon Targaryen's conquest of Westeros and serves as the main framework for historical records in this world. Some islanders claimed he had lived on Dragonstone before the Targaryens arrived in 114 BC. If true, this would make him the oldest living dragon in Westeros during the Dance of the Dragons, even older than Vhagar. There are fascinating legends suggesting that dragons roamed Westeros long before the Valyrians arrived. Some tales even claim that these majestic creatures existed in various parts of the world, including Westeros, well before the Valyrians tamed them. Okay, before the Dance of the Dragons, many would-be dragon tamers attempt to ride Cannibal, only to leave their bones scattered around his lair. When Prince Jacaerys Valerian called for dragon riders in 129 AC, none dared to disturb the Cannibal due to his fearsome reputation. Those who did never returned. In the book, in one grim incident, Silver Dennis tried to tame Sheep Stealer, only to have his arm torn off. As his sons tried to stop the bleeding, the cannibal swept down, drove off Sheep Stealer, and devoured Silver Dennis and his sons. A year later, in 130 AC, the charred and mangled remains of Grey Ghost dragon were found at the base of the Dragonmount. Grey Ghost, with his pale grey-white scales reminiscent of morning mist, was a dragon shrouded in mystery. Known for his elusive nature, he avoided human contact and their creation for years on end. His ability to blend seamlessly into clouds and mist earned him his name. Sir Robert Quains quickly blamed the cannibal for gruesome act, destroying Grey Ghost, though it was actually Sunfire who was responsible. This discovery stirred fear among the fisher folk, who worried the cannibal might turn on them next. They urged Sir Robert to send knights to slay the beast, but he refused, believing that leaving the dragon alone would keep them safe. He also banned fishing in the eastern waters of Dragonmount, where Grey Ghost's body had been found. Lady Baela Targaryen, daughter of Prince Daemon, however, was not convinced by Sir Robert's reasoning. Fearless of the cannibal and confident in her dragon moon dancer's ability to outfly him, she proposed to investigate the truth herself. Sir Robert, concerned for her safety, barred her from taking the risk and confined her to her chambers. It's a pity that Cannibal was too wild to be tamed. Had someone managed to claim him during the war, whichever side he fought for would have gained a significant advantage. Personally, when imagining Daemon Targaryen claiming Cannibal is incredibly thrilling. Sometime after the dance, the cannibal mysteriously vanished, marking the decline of Targaryen power and the fading of their dragon magic. It makes perfect sense that Cannibal vanished after the Dance of the Dragons. With no more dragons to hunt and a decline in new hatchlings, his primary food source would have disappeared. This left him with little reason to remain in Westeros. In my opinion, Cannibal likely ventured to the continent of Sothorius. Sothorius is one of the 4 known continents in the world of A Song of Ice and Fire. It lies to the southeast of Westeros and south of Essos, across the Summer Sea. The continent is largely unexplored and is known for its dense jungles and dangerous wildlife. This makes sense because Sothorius is known to be home of many wyverns, which are steel dragons. Wyverns are predatory winged reptiles related to dragons, but they do not breathe fire and are generally smaller. With an abundance of these creatures, Cannibal would have found a new and plentiful food source, making it an ideal place for him to thrive. You know, there is a storytelling principle that says you shouldn't introduce a gun unless it's going to fire. Without a doubt, a writer as skilled as Martin wouldn't create a terrifying and captivating dragon like Cannibal without giving him a significant role or purpose in the narrative. He wouldn't just leave him as a mere untamed menace. Cannibal almost didn't play a role during the Dance of the Dragons, but it is possible that George R. Martin and his team will diverge slightly from the reference book, and we might see him presence in the 3rd and 4th season of House of the Dragon. If you liked this video, you can subscribe to the channel.